Now let's look at how we manage the processes from the point of view of a manager. So before I start that, let me just quickly show you one significant fact, and that is the contractor group has been set up in the system to be managed by the field development group. So essentially, the field development personnel manage all the work that the contractors do as part of this system. So going back to the process portal, I've logged in as a field development personnel, and let me go ahead and take a look at the state of my process. So I open up the process performance dashboard, and that loads up the process performance dashboard, and in the immediate summary charts I can see the current ongoing activity in my process. We're focusing on the intelligent wells production and injection process, and I can see that a certain percentage of activities are on track, and there are a certain number of overdue activities which are of concern. So I can drill down into that from this summary view, which shows that 70% of my tasks are overdue. I can drill down and get into more detail about the activities that might be waiting to be completed. So here is where I get a more summary view of my process performance. And I see that there's a whole bunch of tasks out here that are potentially overdue. And I can also see how many tasks are currently active, how many were closed today, and of the ones that are active, there are 13 that are overdue. This shows me the current activity task count, and essentially there is very little data in the system right now. There's about one of each kind that's available here, but I can click on any of these and get into more detail, and I can actually see out here all the different activities, the 13 different tasks from various workflow instances that were overdue. So at this point, when I, as a manager, as I see that some of these tasks are overdue, I can choose to reassign them to somebody else. Maybe they're overdue because the person that is trying to execute them is overloaded. So at that point, I can highlight any task and I can do a reassign and reassign it to somebody else. I can change the priority of the task so that it's picked up earlier, etc. So this kind of gives me an idea of the state of the process. Now I can also drill down into the performance of individual members of the team or the team as a whole. So for example, if I go to my team performance, and that loads up the performance of the contractor group that I'm supervising, and I can see that there is one task that is at risk, another task that is overdue, and I can again click and go into the detail of that information, and that's shown over here. And this is the overdue task. A well design needs to be completed, and this task here is at risk. And again, at this point too, I can, as a supervisor for the contractor group, I can choose to reassign or change the priority of the task. If I click there, I go straight to the task, and I can see that this is waiting on somebody from the contractor role to pick up and execute in my process portal. Similarly, I can also measure my own performance, and I can, if I load the my performance dashboard, I see how many tasks are overdue for me, as well as tasks that I have completed in the past and tasks that are waiting for me. So these set of charts help you manage your workflow instances and as well as let you drill down to details of any specific instance, and as well as provide managers the ability to get a bird's eye view of the process, as well as take remedial action in terms of reassigning tasks or reassigning the priority of a task.